Hey, this is Dan Boyer with Fountain Mortgage, and I am here with
BJ Ursery with RE/MAX Elite.
We're coming to you from the top floor of the Fountain Mortgage headquarters out in Prairie Village, Kansas.
Those stairs kill me every time.
I know, it's a haul. So this is Windshift Brewing Solar Tsunami New England Style IPA. I gotta tell you, I'm just not a fan. This is like an IPA with a wang to it, and
it comes out good, but then there's just this building of flavor afterwards.
Yeah,
I don't mind.
It's like the strongest IPA I've ever had. I mean,
it's just anyway. So the other beer we got is I decided that a buddy of mine was doing the Dream Vision thing from Boulevard, and so I went by, picked it up, and looked and went, "Holy cow! It's like 4 beers for."
I mean, it's like a cool can.
Yeah, it's a cool can.
What about the beer?
I gotta try this because we're always looking up, going, "Do I really want to spend $14, $13 for a 4-pack?"
It's like the orange vanilla.
Yeah.
What is it? Orange vanilla.
So I've been sipping on it, but it's like someone said, "Hey, let's take your beer and pour some orange juice on top of it."
Yeah.
If you're into orange juice and you like all that stuff, and to my buddy who thinks it tastes fantastic,
Or really super strong weird IPAs.
I've got
the beers.
3 cans for you.
Yeah, we got
that I'll
the
get
beers
to
for you. But
And
we'll move on. So
Windshift, I will be coming to you guys because Andrew just thinks the world of you guys, so I'll be coming to see you, grab some more beers. Probably not that one though. Anyway.
not when I'm at home.
Don't ask,
No,
don't tell.
Yeah.
Anyway. So, anyway. This morning I was at a home inspection. My home inspector started talking about the fact that what they have started seeing is, of course, obviously they're doing home inspections, but what's been coming up is recently they've had several agents who have asked them, would you do a quick, where are you at? My clients like this house, can you come by for a quick home inspection? And the reason why.
So a home inspection before they make an offer on a home?
Yes.
Okay.
And so the reason why
is. Not a full inspection?
No, not a full inspection. So he goes over there, takes a look at it, and kind of gives them just the basic idea of what he's thinking. Now, this is not a full home inspection. He didn't climb up on the roof. He didn't, he didn't do a big walk.
Sewer lines or anything like that.
Not scoping sewer lines. We're not doing anything else. He's just giving them basically, here's the cliff notes to the house, and so they were able to make an offer. And realtors need to be careful with this because even though we've been doing it for a long time, you're still not a house expert and you're gonna miss things, which is why you want a home inspection, but there's still things that are gonna get missed.
It's kind of like doing a pre-approval versus full underwriting.
Yeah.
Hey,
Look at you, tying the strings of life together.
Tie it all in. So there's still a possibility.
There's still a possibility, and it helps out so your realtor isn't telling you, oh no, this house is fine. You are getting a second opinion, and you are getting someone with a good experience who knows the hot areas to look and see things.
Better than having Uncle Tom walk through though.
It's better than having
installed a light socket or something.
He used to work construction, and he goes through and looks at everything. He may pick up on things, but it is nice to have an expert look at everything. But you can't really depend on a home inspector to give you what could and usually does take anywhere from 2 to 3 hours on a home, and they take 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of a quick once over.
But it does give you a little bit more peace of mind.
It does. Yeah, it does.
Have.
And but the other side of that is I talked to an inspector a couple months ago, and some buyers had them do it, or had somebody do it, and they actually had him come back and look at it after they bought the house. But the original home inspector who did it missed a few things that were obvious, and when they called him up, they're like, I can't believe you missed this. How did you not see this? And he's like, there was 25 people in that house. It is what it is. We're all trying to figure out the newest
Just keep in mind that there's still a definite possibility of could be a major issue that they're not finding, but certainly gives you a little bit more peace of mind than just going in and buying a house sight unseen.
And the good news is, you and I were talking earlier, the market is starting to.
So that's what I was going to ask you about. So, I've noticed lately the market seems like it's got a little bit of a shift going on right now. I don't like that word, a shift, but
it's softened.
It's softening a little bit. Yeah. So, what are you seeing out there?
As opposed to, I had just listed a house or sold one about 2.5 months ago, and when it went on the market, not too far from the ones from this last weekend, I think we had 28 some odd agents through the door. This last weekend, I think I had 9 on Saturday and I had 2 on Sunday. And
how many offers did you get out of that?
We had 4. agree.
Okay. Well, I've heard that the market's cooling down. I mean, I see it obviously too, but you're in it more often, and I'm hearing that there's actually some price reductions on the market now.
You're starting to see, for the first time, I'm starting to see houses, they go on the market at X price, and sorry, but I didn't step on you. You're starting to talk.
No.
But they come on the market, on Friday, and the agents are going, hey, let's try this. And it had crickets. And so all of a sudden you'll see a house come on the market on Friday.
Do you think that's usually a case though that the agent maybe put it on too high?
There's a possibility. But there is also, I think what's happening right now is just like these listings I had this last weekend where the one house only had, 9 people through it.
Yeah.
I think you're seeing just buyers backing off because they were looking at the first of the year at 3.5%, and all of a sudden it's 5.5%, and they're going, you know what? Now, what is consistent is the fact that, we're still seeing, the offers I got that came out of the other house were still probably about 25 over asking price. There just wasn't.
There's just not the volume.
There's not the volume of it, and so.
Well, and I think from my perspective, this is actually a good thing. This is an opportunity for people that have backed out of the market a little bit to maybe get back in.
I agree.
Because there's not as much competition out there, but it's also something that was a kind of a necessary correction for the housing market because we couldn't keep going the pace we were at for the foreseeable future. It was just the prices were going up too fast. The demand was just crazy. It just was not sustainable. So this helps kind of calm it down a little bit, put a little bit of a cool on the market, which I don't think is a bad thing.
No, it's not a bad thing. We're not seeing any indication whatsoever that the marketing prices are calming down at all. It's just you're not having everybody jump up all at once over the weekend and go, I'll pay 30 over asking.
Well, and I had a conversation with a client just yesterday, and they said, why should I buy a house right now when rates are high and prices are still high? And I said, well, the prices are where they're at. They're not going to come back down. I firmly believe that. I don't think they're going to come back down. If they do, it's going to be very minimal. And rates are,
not for at least. I think we're going to see a continuation.
Rates are, in my opinion, are a temporary thing, and that's what people need to remember. You can refinance your home in 2 or 3 years when rates come back down a little bit.
And even if they don't,
it's still an asset. It's still an appreciating asset. It's still better than paying rent. There's so many reasons to buy right now. In my opinion, this is the perfect time to get out and buy because things have finally cooled down a little bit. Get out and take advantage of it. Wouldn't you agree?
I agree. And it's hell. You and I mean, we've both seen, 8, 9, 10, up into teens. Well, I don't know if you have, but I'm older than you are. But when you were a kid, I bought a house, and
my dad told me that. Hey,
brother, take care. Let's go.
Hey, I apologize, Wind Shift, that I didn't like your beer, but I bet you have other good ones. And of course, we know Boulevard has great beers. So,
David, I got a 3-pack for you.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys. See you.